Hello. Timmy, thank you very much for the lurk. Soulstraw, you too, mate. Thank you very much. Happy weekend. Change of plans today. We were going to be playing Leisure Suit Larry again, but Andrew's dog, little Dante, is sick, so she's looking after him. So I figured I'd just go live anyway because I just really want to get this game out of the way. Chicken Police. Let's launch it. Let's get it going. There we go. It's on. There we go. Hey Chloe, how you doing? Pretty good today. Don't mind if I shoot you, do you? I want to shoot you, Chloe.
Yeah, let's go get a cold one on me.
Person that you want to raid out to, Mark. Yes, thank you guys for joining.
I just want a little channel point things I've been working on.
Money for Ukraine.
I thought for viewers might want to shoot each other, so I came up with a little way of doing it.
Tricky, you little bugger.
The most valuable viewer from the last stream has arrived. Kayla Co. Thank you.
There you go. Most valuable viewer from the last stream. Your name's up on the board as well. Right behind me there. Well, anybody can do it. It's channel points. You just type in, when you redeem it, you've got to type in the name. Just doesn't. I don't think it matters about. Well, I know it doesn't matter about uppercase and lowercase. It just matters if the spelling's right. Because I put Senior, you know, when I was testing, I didn't put any of the capitals in there that he's got in his name. It still works. I'm going to try and finish off Chicken Police. No problem, Chloe. I'm just going to try and crack on with this chicken game. Because Andrea's dog Dante's not well, so we can't do Leisure Suit Larry today. Let's try and get the screen in the right place.
It doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up lonely and crazy in a rotting insane asylum in the middle of nowhere.
Screen seems too high.
It's like the universe restoring its balance.
That was very poetic of you, Marty. Almost deep. Careful you don't drown.
Cluck you.
Look you.
Insane ghosts in the woods, Marty.
Sonny, it's not funny.
This picture.
Well, it must have been made by one of the patients, so it's understandable.
It's the handiwork of our director. He's not only a scientist, but he's a great painter, too.
I see.
Well, it's lovely to have a hobby, right?
That's right, Marty.
I love it how they've not got her in the frame. I think that's something I can click on.
We need to let them know we're here first.
Oh, we've not already spoken to her then. Didn't save. Oh, it must.
Huh. It doesn't matter how big.
That was
Cluck you.
She's not there anymore, so must have saved it there. So what's it waiting for me to
Dr.
do?
Quetzal will see you.
Here we go.
He's waiting for you in his office.
Dr.
Up
Pretzel.
the stairs, all the way down the hall until the last door.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Danger? What do you mean?
We
Dead?
haven't heard from him since he disappeared, and we're really, really worried.
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Great wild ones protect him.
Where is he?
No idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry. I'll never
Great
get
wild
used to
ones
it.
protect
Well,
him.
reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us.
Exactly. Great wild ones, you scared the hell out of me.
I already sensed your arrival.
Hello,
from afar.
motherfucker.
You know, snakes have a different sense of smell.
All right, Reese boy,
And
how you doing?
birds
Subscriber
used to
in
be
the
our
house.
prey
Who_Reese boy
once upon a
_who.
time.
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please.
I got a new
take
channel point
seat.
redeemed there as well, Reese.
How can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'll show you. You click on it, shoot another viewer, and then you type in the name. So if I type in Senor Uno, the little animation comes up there, mate. Killed Uno. Oh, you mentioned somebody's creepy with a top hat earlier. His little top hat there.
Your office is rather Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's
It's only wild to me.
_Reese boy _ redeemed dad
I
joke.
see.
What do you call a
Makes
group of
sense.
disorganized cats? A catastrophe.
A catastrophe. What country did they come from? Qatar. Yeah, that's to animate that little robot thing going round, and the gunshot was the only thing that was sort of pre-made that I downloaded. I had to put the bullet holes in, the sound effects, everything.
A snake. I
Got another
can't
couple
help
more
it,
coming
but
up that I've been
they
working
make
on.
my feathers
The
stand
lightning
on
clouds
end.
one's fun. Do you know what? I usually try and get clues from around the room first.
An isle of reason in a
First
sea
speak to
of
the person.
insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start, and how long is one not insane? Interesting questions. Am I normal, or are you? Maybe neither of us.
You see, that's something I think about a lot nowadays.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
Oh, this is your chance, Sonny. Don't miss
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We're already here.
Marty, cluck up.
Cluck up, you clucking cluck.
Why do you have bars on your windows?
Because it's a room like all the others, and I'm just an animal too, like all our residents.
With the significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient. Am I right?
It's not as big of a difference as you'd think.
Should be a bloody patience. Cracked up.
Is this cell like the others?
I would rather call it a room. But yes, it's like all the others, except there are even bigger ones than this.
Ooh, he's got a big one, has he? Got a big one. Guess we're done looking at random shit. I reckon so. Let's talk to the weirdo.
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say,
Surprise,
I was
motherfucker.
expecting it.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Sessuous Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
The name is Santino
Surprise,
Ferdinand,
motherfucker.
and this is my partner, Martin McChicken,
From the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department.
Marty
Your
McChicken.
fame is one step ahead of you.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
We have
Ew.
some questions about one of your patients,
Certainly.
if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Please be specific, Detective.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and chicken sounds any better.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know. It's about
Southern
Albert
fried chicken,
Wessler,
motherfucker.
Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened.
Southern fried,
That's what we
motherfucker.
call a bullseye.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're
Kentucky
talking
Fried,
about a
motherfucker.
rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
Now, that's much more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has
Just punch the snake in the gob.
disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm
Go on,
at your
right up.
service.
Right in the mush.
But you must understand, I can't disclose information about my patients.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death?
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, Detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, Detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
Detective. Oh, I can ask you some questions.
So, what do you want to know, gentlemen?
Let's see.
How about you just tell me who did it, and then we can end the game, go into some Resident Evil. I can shoot some snakes then.
How long was
So
Albert
talking to
a
them.
resident of the institution?
For quite some time, his first
Let's see if there's
symptoms
any snakes on it. I
surfaced
don't know.
in his teens. Depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
Was he brought here immediately after the first signs that something wasn't right?
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid
I'm not
to
ashamed of
face.
insanity. I totally
I couldn't
fucking
have
admit
said
that I'm
it better
insane.
myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather
Ooh, we got some
poor,
cats
but
and
we
freedom.
offer our services gratis.
Then how do
Just
you
cut him.
sustain yourselves?
By the grace of the
Well,
treasury of
Captain
King
Freedom's
Hector
Metamix
III,
Massive will
of
be on.
course.
You know,
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr.
Yeah, and then I'll just put
Santino.
the Moist song on for you again. Get that stuck in your head. Right. Just be on in a sec. Chloe's redeemed the Captain Freedom, so enjoy. It's coming on just now, the video. I was only kidding.
Lights. Kitchen, toast and coffee. Ice the ass channel.
Yeah, fix that timer.
Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering? If the answer is yes, then you're ready for pain, for suffering. Work out for Captain Freedom. Work out. Are you ready? Work out. If the answer is yes, then you're ready for Captain Freedom. Freedom. No pain, no gain. Freedom. For Captain Freedom. Freedom. No pain, no gain. Freedom. For Captain Freedom. That's the ticket. So America's own. That's the ticket. So America's own.
You know where to go then, don't you? Right to work.
10 years ago with my bare hands. I'm not going for any of these tricks.
Go fast, go.
Forget it, Killian. I won't do it. I was killing guys like this 10 years ago with bare hands. This is a sport of death and honor.
What the hell's the matter with you? Can't you see what's going on out there? They're betting on Richards up there.
Bullshit.
Get out of here.
Bullshit.
Get him out of here.
Bullshit.
What's the matter? Steroids make you deaf?
Bullshit.
Get out of here.
Bullshit.
Get him out of here.
Bullshit. I won't do it.
Get him out of here now.
Work out. With my bare hands. Work out. This is a sport of death and honor. Work out. With my bare hands. Work out. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of adrenaline. Forget it, Killian. A lot of excitement, a lot of adrenaline. I don't need your crap. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of adrenaline. This stuff is garbage. A lot of excitement, a lot of adrenaline.
Get him out of here now. Nice one for that, Chloe.
What kind of a place is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion. Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century, until finally it went to the crown of Cloville when Hector's great-grandfather took
Hope you have a good day at work.
The rest,
if there is such a thing.
History.
As good as it
How
can be.
long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years, but it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
150!
As soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely inheritance.
Lovely indeed.
Tell me, Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas?
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'm sure she's an interesting case.
Oh, you can be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very much.
Is that so?
As it turns out...
Oops. I'm just having a little nosy.
OO_ReecyBoy_O Stardust total is 91.
91? Fucking hell, I'm wiping that off.
Small, narrow.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence.
That's dangerous, having 91 points. Oh, can I do that investigate thing? Looks like I can. Let's do that then.
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery. But I can turn
Real
that to my
mystery.
advantage. I just need to focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle. So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
Oh, she's just going to flex now and show that she's got more than you, that's all, isn't it?
As you call him.
I'm being nosy again. What does it say?
Kalorko Stardust total is 320.
Fucking feet! I need to cut down these bloody
Almost
points.
exactly 4 years ago.
320 is ridiculous amount.
Could you describe that day?
Nobody uses them though, that's the thing.
specifically?
It was not long after New Year's Eve, maybe the first week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was
It wasn't the only thing that was banging away, was it, incessantly?
What was your first impression of them?
I knew who they were, or at least I knew one of them. Hobart Wrestler.
I forgot I put that.
Yeah,
I put that
let's go get a cold one on me.
Celebrity lover.
And Albert?
He was new to me, an invisible grey ghost. The family
Good morning, Miss
tried to
Chris.
keep his existence
How you doing?
a secret.
Why?
Yeah, change the plans today, Miss Chris. We're just going to play with Necromantria, but little Dante, the dog, is sick.
How it usually is.
What was your
So,
first impression of him?
I thought I'd crack
He
on
was
with Chicken Police.
silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving, never stopped for a second.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution.
Quite like to get this finished off today, and then I can get Resident Evil
It looked as if he couldn't
4
wait
started
to be
tomorrow,
here,
Monday.
alone, locked up in silence and darkness.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of course I did, but who am I to judge?
Why have I just got Baby Shark
It
in here for no
was
reason?
rather special
See you, Chloe. Have a good day. I hope works as alright as possible.
Tell me.
I'm alright, Miss Chris, yeah. Not too
Threaten
bad.
you in any way?
Oh, he didn't really need
said
to
I just
make
thought, get away.
threats. It wasn't in
I
question.
could have just not streamed,
Of
but-
course we would treat his brother.
You
I did
seem
miss one
like
on
a
Monday,
professional
actually, so
authority,
I just can't
Doctor.
make up for that, I think.
One who is above these power plays. Then why?
First of all,
Get my
because
chair
he's
up a
a
little bit.
wrestler. You don't say no to a wrestler. My vocation may come first, but the will to live is even more critical.
Oh, I know my chair
We
feels a bit-
reptiles are
a
survivors.
bit high. Bring it
On
down
the
a
other
touch.
hand, I considered Albert to be a very interesting case.
Oh, why have I got Baby Shark in my fucking head now? Where's that come from?
How did you see Albert when you first met?
Albert was shy and reserved,
Shy
like a
and reserved.
ghost. He almost never touched anything. It was evident he was exceptionally intelligent. He measured and observed everything around him.
What else?
He was delicate and graceful, almost like a woman. Yes. He was
Unlucky, Miss
rather
Chris.
feminine. He was an artist, Mr.
V.i.p.mark.
a magnificent painter, and a rather good writer, too. Sometimes I even heard him
A rather good writer.
Why did he have to be locked up?
I asked the same thing at first.
Because he was a Fruit Loop.
Are you telling
Like me.
Albert had multiple personalities?
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold and calculating personality who sometimes, especially on stormy days, took the reins over their shared mind.
Ah,
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland.
Still wouldn't
but
trust
they
him, though.
started to intensify after Albert left
That's quite a nice
our
tie.
institution for the first time.
Did
what are you up to today, Miss Chris?
Left the institution. More than once?
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution on several occasions until the last time, when he failed to come back.
Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on
Snake
that
eyes.
if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus. Addicted to details. How could you let Albert leave this place?
Excuse me, Detective, but I didn't
Oh, they had
really
time
have a
off.
say in it, whether you believe it or not.
Ibn Wessler, right?
Exactly. Hobart Wessler left me no choice. Albert left this place on multiple occasions to finish a painting he had started at the request
He had like an
his
extra week off
brother.
after New Year.
Did he start painting a beautiful Catwoman by any chance?
He did. Exactly, Mr. Featherland. I reckon you must know about the existence of the painting.
I do, Dr. Quest.
I bet you are.
Although I've never seen it.
Neither have I, Mr. Featherland.
Get half your days back.
Has Albert ever talked to you about Natasha?
Only in superlatives, as if he wasn't talking about a real
Only in
person, but an ethereal
superlatives.
being, about an angel or a demon, something that is not of this world.
And what did you think about his fantasies?
We are in an institution where almost everyone is hallucinating on a daily basis, Mr. Featherland. It didn't really bother me, but the fluctuations of positive and negative were more disturbing.
Thanks, Doc. I didn't understand a word, but I think I get the point.
At least you were listening. I wasn't.
So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person. But unfortunately, his seizures
I'm a
also
different
multiplied
person.
and became more dangerous.
More dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself. And on one occasion, he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented. It seemed his confined personality was taking over their shared mind entirely. Piece
I think they had fun doing these
piece.
voices, didn't they?
Do you think the painting caused it?
Not the painting, Mr. Featherland.
But its subject.
Exactly. He was obsessed.
Exactly.
Right until that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but two of his gorillas. Not literally, I mean. And Albert was in a
Was it a ram
terrible,
and a
terrible
bobcat?
state.
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that, Mr. Featherland.
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now. So, Albert's time was torn out, or cut off, I don't know exactly, and he was blinded in one eye, or rather, one of his eyes was missing entirely.
So you're saying Albert was
Aye,
brought
aye.
back horribly mutilated?
Yes. And they didn't give any explanation as to what had happened. They simply told me it was some kind of accident.
Cheers, Reese.
Dr. Quetzal is cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability.
Totally
if I
didn't
wanna
alt
learn
tab back
everything about
to look for
Albert.
Discord.
Focus. Confused.
Really didn't.
You didn't believe Albert had an accident.
Got
Is
him!
that right?
Of course
Got
not.
him!
I'm not naive. I knew immediately that
Got him.
Albert had been severely battered, and I was sure it had been his brother, Hobart.
Well, we don't know that, Dr. Quetzal.
Would you defend a monster?
Take it easy, Doc. One of the most critical elements of my job is not to make assumptions.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Featherland. I'm sorry I got carried away.
It's all right. Happens to everyone.
Could this conversation take any longer?
Concentrate, Doctor. What do you think happened to Albert?
I'm sure it was Hobart. He ordered his men to mutilate poor Albert.
But why would he do that?
Poor old
Maybe
Albert.
saw something he could accidentally reveal.
The four walls, a couple of crazies, you.
To anyone, Mr. Featherland.
I don't think it's that simple,
Isn't he?
Doctor.
Bit slow.
But thank you for your honest opinion.
I feel like I've been here a week.
Detective.
Okay, now.
What happened then? How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit us.
That's like that meme, innit? Of
Albert
SpongeBob.
had been in terrible
A few
condition by
weeks
then. We
later.
had to transfer him to another cell.
Few moments
A more
later.
safe one.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother, who was in an almost vegetative state by then.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Oh, don't ask him to draw.
For
Seen
a
that fucking
while,
painting
he
in
was
reception.
trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And most likely his fingers had been broken too, so he couldn't even write.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it, but I'm sure of it.
How did he disappear in the end? Did someone come for him?
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland.
Eerie.
He simply disappeared. His door, which only I had a key for, was open.
Did anyone see anything?
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the face of the wilderness. We don't know what happened to him.
Unfortunately, I have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor. You've been a great help.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad
He's
I could be of
dead.
help. But please, I now must attend to my work.
He
We
was
understand,
killed
Doctor.
until he was
Thank you.
dead. How many stars did I get for that one? 3. Hey, back to the usual 3. Got 4 in the last one. It felt so good. I was an overachiever for a minute. I was an overachievement for a minute.
Are you very busy?
I am.
Good. Don't fucking talk to me then. Go away. Right. See if we've got any more just for the sake of it. I don't want to miss anything.
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
Then the accident happened.
Accident?
What did he do? Wet
We
himself?
didn't believe it, not for a second.
Shit the bed?
After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
We believe you, Doctor. So,
Yeah, he
can
came
we
back.
take a
He was
look at
Alberta.
Albert's cell.
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look around in there.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Well, that's, surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
It seems that being a Wessler gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper.
I smell bullshit.
Good smell of rat and great expectations.
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
Dickens?
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
I smell bullshit on the horizon.
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems. Perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so,
you're
boss.
thick. You're too stupid. Stupid ass.
Look at that.
Stupid ass as a stupid ass.
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. 2 men and 1 woman.
Identical
Nothing good ever
twins.
comes of that.
I wonder why the guy had changed when he
I
came
wouldn't
back.
say that exactly.
Of all the
Because it
wild
wasn't
ones,
him.
Marty, please,
And the
stick
Looney
up your
Tune guy
beak,
that was
okay?
already in the jail.
Just use your
Asylum.
imagination, old
He's
bird.
the one that has escaped. He's the one that's alive. The Looney Tune is alive. Nothing else on here, I don't think. Nope.
No way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
I don't think so. But we
Better
can
not
still
be.
find something important here.
I
A
know them
pattern,
fucking
a
puzzles.
sign, anything.
Well, I think he had a fixation on the fact that he lost his eye. Oh shit, it is a puzzle. Oh fuck. The hell? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. The hell am I supposed to be doing? Scribble, scribble. I was just scribbling all over the place. Alright, let's go back into it. It's a puzzle. What controls do I have? What can I do with it? Just draw lines. So I've got to obviously complete the puzzle. How the hell do I complete a puzzle when I can't even barely see it? That's supposed to be a cat. I don't know. Looks like little whiskers coming off her face. Weird. Looks like he's got a top hat on. And there's loads of little eyes everywhere. Eyes everywhere. Looks like it is a puzzle, but fucking no chance of that. Can I draw little eyes as well? Am I supposed to join them up? Don't think that'd do anything, would it? Oh, is this another one of those bullshit things where I've got to trace it with them? Let's come out, let's go back in and see if there's a trace. Can I trace in this? Just keep the mouse on the lines. Is that what this is? Because it'll go up there. Around there, around there. No, then I lose it. Oh, unless that's what you're supposed to do. Join that body up, that head. Am I supposed to just colour over these lines? I have no clue. It ain't working. might have to YouTube this motherfucker again. I'm going to do... I'm not sitting here for bloody hours trying to figure this out. It'll end up being vital to what I need to do, so I'm going to have to look it up. No, it's weird, isn't it? What was I doing there? Chicken police. Asylum. Puzzle. See if I've spelled asylum right. Probably not.
Chicken police. Full game walks truff. No.
Oh well. Full game walks froth. I love the way my TTS says froth instead of through. Just got to find it now. Here we go. It's not far after this, is it? Not that far from the end. Come on. I think that fucking talking to him's half the game, innit? Here we go. Yeah. And then it lets you go into the cell. Ah, maybe I've got to go into inventory like he's just done. There's a piece of the painting. That piece of the painting, maybe. Oh, is it too late? I've gone past it, I think. Maybe you don't draw on that wall, you just put that painting together. Can we? Glad you're fucking confident. Oh shit, shooting again. Guess I've got to do some shooting again. Right, I'm going to leave it on him. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forget you guys can't hear this. Never mind. There we go. He's just about to go and have a look in that cell. Here we are. Well, I'm on it, boss bird. Right, come on, what have we got? I've not looked at that yet. That painting piece has got to go in this room. I reckon it does. There's a clue there. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Pattern, a sign, anything. Does he just leave it? Oh, you bloody hell. Is that it? He just leaves it. It's not actually a puzzle. Come on. He just said it was a puzzle and it just doesn't do anything with it. Unless this guy's doing the walkthrough comes back to it later. A letter? I don't think I got that. Alexa, shut up. I said a letter, not Alexa. So I kept hold of that picture of the twins. And the letter. I'm going to leave it there. Just try and play it. Right, let's go back to... And let's try and just leave that then. There was a letter on that table I didn't pick up, I think. Got it checked.
You know, I don't think he had it so bad in here.
You mean apart from being separated from everyone you love in an ancient mansion filled with madmen?
You're right.
Sounds like fun.
Always. The style. It's very familiar to me.
You've been lonely for far too long, huh?
Not funny, Marty.
It is, a little.
Nothing else there. There was a letter on here that I didn't pick up, I think. Where is it? Where is it? I don't recall picking up a letter. And yet there's not one there for me.
Is it? Okay. Shut up. Isn't this from... Okay.
Let's check the inventory then, I suppose. I probably did pick it up and just didn't realise. Well, yeah, I did. Got 2 items that new. 2 new items.
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman.
Got a letter there.
Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that. It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure. Come to daddy, darling. Ironic, but... Molly, my ex-wife. What do you have to do with all this?
Why is that flashing like that?
Molly.
Was it just because... Yeah, it's probably because it was selected.
What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Will it?
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home.
Drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh. No, I'm lazy. Is that it?
So, detectives, have you found what you were looking for?
I'm afraid we have, Doctor. And more.
God, you fucking know.
I wouldn't dare to say I'm happy to hear it, but I'm glad to be of service to you.
Well, thanks, Doc.
I hope I don't offend you by saying I hope we're not going to meet
Don't
anytime
offend you by saying,
And
you're an
not
ugly
on account
bastard,
of either
you.
of our jobs, am I right?
Exactly.
I have a hard time bearing their proximity.
What are you going to say? You got a hard-boiled egg then? Hey, you got another question to
What
ask.
can you tell us about the woman in
Be
the
here for another
photo
20
we
minutes then.
saw in Albert's room?
Do you mean Miss Natasha Katsenko?
Do you think Miss Chris?
Yes. I don't know much about her, but everyone heard her name and her voice around here.
Did she ever visit this place?
Never. But if you ask me, Natasha probably didn't even know Albert was a resident of our institution.
And Albert, did he mention her often?
Constantly. It was obvious he had an affection for Miss Katsenko, but I wouldn't have thought for a moment he could escape
You're an accomplice though, aren't you?
because of her.
I wouldn't jump ahead, Doctor. Something else could be
It
behind
was you and the
Albert's
cock all along.
disappearance.
That's
Do
the
you
twist.
think so? All the signs clearly indicate this.
Maybe they do, Doctor, but in my line of work, logic's not always the best advisor.
In 99% of cases.
Exactly. But this one typically belongs to the remaining 1%.
If you say so.
If you say so. Is that it? Oh, come on, tell me that's it. I don't like talking to this guy.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye.
He's just sapping all the energy out of me. Goodbye, Doctor. Good. Fucking good riddance.
Is this cell like the...
Send that. Let's go.
So, escaping is...
If I'd want...
Alright.
So...
Oh, shit, let's it again. Just want to make sure I don't miss.
I would rather call it...
Right, let's go.
Farewell, Miranda, dear. Lovely to meet you.
So, you'll remember my name?
Marty McChicken never forgets, ma'am.
Oh,
Furry
Yeah,
dog.
just give us the weather
Let's
forecast
go.
from up there, will
Goodbye,
you?
miss. It was a pleasure.
goodbye, gentlemen, and happy investigating.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Happy
If
investigating.
there's anything I can help you with, please
Is that on a
just ask.
greetings card?
Thank you, Miranda. You've already helped enough.
That piano noise is doing my head in a bit as well, you know. Let's get the flock out of here. See if he talks now.
Huh. It doesn't matter.
That was...
Nope.
Cluck you.
Cluck you in the clucking ass. I know I'm going to get shot at. The last time I was shooting at the car was actually the thing to do rather than shooting at the dude. So I'm going to just do that again. Now, thanks to Miss Chris, I know to look out for those little exclamation marks. Do we have any on here? Nope. Be next page then. Be the last one, won't it? Let's have a quick scan through. There it is. Nice. Do you know what? I've not got my screen reader on. Let's get that on. Do-do-do.
Chicken for recognizing. Result document. Clues Codex Nauica, one of the 4 great undersea countries. Nortesea is only 1,500 miles away from the border of Olorfil, so people the T-70
Get rid of
stating
that
are
bit and
connected
read the
by close
thing.
commercial GND historical ties. Its capital city is famous for being suitable for receiving terrestrial animals. Meet Gtreat, meet the biggest GND bloodiest conflict in the Northern history of the wilderness, ranging from 522 to 849. In the beginning, it only Alteria, the two-headed continent, but in its Eater it spread to 12 colony
In the
provinces,
beginning,
including all Orkla
there was
villages and
Howard
colonies.
the Duck.
During the Meat War, since its foundation, an attempt to conquer Chlorophyll has only been made once. The half-century occupation started in 622 and lasted until 677. During this time, the Hara Empire took over all of Chlorophyll's territories except its colonies, which in the end, with the help of Swalasso and Vlavoslavia, took back control over Chlorophyll.
Howard the Duck was great. So freaking stupid and cheesy. It's brilliant. Tried to watch it with Scott of Oakland a while ago, a few months ago, and it got about 5 minutes in and he just said, I can't watch this. He refused to watch it. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Why? It's funny. Stupid.
Already in a content recognition result. Chicken
Not supposed to be
police.
serious.
Recognizing. Result document. People Occluso People Places Cop Albert's brother even took him out of
I
the
am
asylum
not
on several
Jennings
occasions to paint
anymore.
that fateful picture of Natasha.
I am
I
somebody
think we have a motive,
else.
gentlemen. Chicken police. Recognizing. Result document. Cluzo People Places Codex Stats People Personal INFUS, FSNL IF0E, we might have a bingo. Albert Wessler has disappeared from the asylum. Chicken police.
Oh, there's still one there that I've missed. Did I miss one? Who did I miss? Ah, I did. That one there. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. Wrong one. There's still one there, look. Must have missed another one. Am I supposed to click on him as well? There you go. There you go. There you go, there's no more exclamation marks. And yet, it's still saying that there is. There's one there, look. Ah, shit. Any more? What do you want from me?
One running window.
What do you want from me? Turn the page, maybe? Yes, turn the page. There you go. That's probably important then.
Recognizing. Result document. People Occluso People Places Ibn most likely killed his own brother, Albert Wessler, and made chicken.
Oh, we know
police.
that. We know that. This one. Where's the exclamation marks on this one, though? Quick scan. No. Quick scan. Oh, yeah, there's one there.
Recognizing. Result document. Clues People Places Cod Albert Wessler disappeared. We have a hunch about what could have happened to him. Chicken police.
That's it.
Close.
Right. Where am I going then? Back to the hotel. Frickin' hell, I got stuck in there last time, didn't I? Yeah, choose.
Subscriber in the house.
Trying to finish it.
Choose life.
I was supposed to be playing Leisure Suit Larry. But Andrea's dog's sick, so hopefully little Dante's alright. And we'll play next week.
A gathering streamer has arrived.
Yeah, I'm alright, choose. Hopefully I'll get this finished off.
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two
Yeah, let's go get a cold one. On me.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do this.
19 and 4 rate. I'm going to have to. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it. I'm not going to
Choose life. Thank you, Ralph. Very grand.
Oh, I didn't. Shut up and shoot, you big fella.
Come on. Reload.
Are you blind or what? When did you learn to shoot?
I'm supposed to shoot at the guy. Because last time it was just shoot at the car. Yeah, I must be shooting at the guy this time. Certainly do, choose. Yeah, get some. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, get some streaming done, mate. Ah, so shooting at the car. Yeah, there we go. Lucky lights are out now.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake. Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic? Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Ah! Oh, what the fuck am I supposed to be shooting at here? What's this telling me here? We don't need any more. Yeah, possibly. More than likely. At the beginning, you're shooting at the car. I tried shooting the tires before. Oh no, how did I? I can't remember now.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
I mean, if this was real, you'd be shooting at the guy, wouldn't you?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Shoot the driver.
Are you blind or what? Where did you
Yes. Fuck. Reload, motherfucker. Ah, shit. Game over. Damn.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake. Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic? Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
You know what, this Marty guy has got all these big guns and yet he ain't using them. He's using his little shitty 6-shooter pistol.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake. Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic? Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
So I am no good at FPS games. Can't shoot for shit, I'm still trying to shoot that light. Come on, can't shoot him, really. Do it. Oh, that was quick. Got that quick, it's pretty quick. Somebody just sent me a whisper. Was that one of you guys in chat?
Concentrate, Marty.
Fucking dead quick. How can I get killed so quick?
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic? Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Oh. Nice one, choose. You should be able to post them in chat. Pretty sure you can. Oh, right.
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
I mean that one? Yeah, I am. So what? Oh, I fucking did it eventually. It was just shooting the tires, you were right?
Whew. Well, that was close.
A little too close for my taste. And it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive,
Should be able to post clips in chat, well, choose.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
Sure.
Well, thanks for that
Let's
anyway.
put the picture together, piece by piece. Let's start from the beginning. So, we got a case.
Honourable, magnificent Ming. Something it said in their residence. Strange names these clips have got in it. In the link. Alright, this was one of these, is it? Yes, it is. Does it go with one of these? No, does it go with one of these? Yes, it does. They are disallowed. VIPs, they're not. Oh, you do it that way, do you? Oh shit. So now I can't get rid of him. Unless I place somebody else there. Alright, tell you what, let's just get rid of that one. Top one. Wrong.
Natasha tried to show us the painting.
Okay. Is it? No, it's not one of that. Is it another person? Nope, it's another one of these. Oh, that one. It's not that one. Not that one.
And that painting would have shown us the way.
This is the way.
To Ibn and Albert Wessler.
Die, bitch.
Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion.
Cheers, Chewy. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers Life just cheered 69 bits. Thank you. You are a legend.
You are a legend indeed.
Which made Albert fall in love with Natasha. And on a fateful night, he killed
I'll come up your way at some point.
so he could take his place in secret.
Next month, I think,
and
maybe.
win Natasha's heart.
One weekend. Have a Saturday afternoon pint or something. Is that it? It's done.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Natasha.
Do you think she knew about it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too...
We go to a music festival in 4 weeks. You know again.
Right?
That one we're doing in
after
August.
10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
So last time I came back with sunstroke, chest infection, and COVID. So,
What?
so none of those
You
three.
just laughed,
Certainly
Sonny.
sunstroke's not around.
Right.
It's indoors this time.
No, I snorted.
No, you laughed.
Ah, just leave it, Marty.
And I'm not smoking as
I'll
well,
be
so
telling this
I'll
to
get
my
a chest infection.
grandchicks.
Just hope I don't get COVID as well. then.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
Yeah, it'll be a
And
laugh.
his best chance was to trade places.
It's all cover bands,
with
Lucky
Ibn
Likeys.
Wessler.
So that's
From all
why the
over-
torn out tongue.
all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's like the
Ibn
country's
couldn't
best ones, though.
squeal even if he wanted to.
What a diabolical
shitloads of them on.
plan.
More like insane.
But why
Yeah,
the
I've not had a
messages
sick
then?
since
Why the
August.
threats? Albert
Since
got
I had
what he
COVID,
wanted.
then.
He could have got away
That's
with it.
last time just
I'm
before
not a
COVID.
psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think
Glad
his
as well,
two
Captain.
identities
Didn't even have to
were
bother
at war with each other.
So the messages
With them
were
at,
written by one
it
of
was in
his
America. I've been walking around
personalities
TwitchCon all day and having to keep
consumed
nipping out
by
the cigarette we're doing a pain in the
jealousy?
ass.
Something like that, Marty.
I would have done it,
But we
obviously.
can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what we started.
Look, Andrea was disappointed that I wasn't
Anything you'd
smoking.
like to do before?
She
Do it
wanted me
now,
to be an
boss.
enabler for her so
You
she
won't
could
have a
smoke.
chance later.
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
When I pulled out the vape, she was like, "Oh, you quit?" Like, yeah, I quit. Are you on the vapes as well? Nice one.
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty. Maybe even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of course.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change.
It's a kind of a cycle with me when I forget I'd like a chest infection. it makes me quit smoking. But then, I mean, at this time I'm proper quitting. Because it's always that, just have the one when you're having a drink, and then that ends up leading to 2 and 3, you know. So it's the hardest bit when you're drinking.
Ah, Her Majesty Bertha II.
My drumstick still hurts every time I see her.
Yeah,
Be
drumstick.
glad you're alive. Bertha rarely leaves witnesses.
What am I doing here?
Do you think that'll be enough?
Enough evidence. Not in the slightest. That's why we go unannounced.
And with big guns.
Exactly.
I like
this is the end of the game, isn't it?
There is no new Sonny. Just the old ones had enough.
If our theory's correct, this photo will hurt more than a bullet.
That's the plan.
That's the plan, schmuck.
It's a little outdated, but I understand why you're so attached to it.
It can pierce the skin of a rhino, Marty, and the rust brings back memories. I'm a man of bad habits.
You know, sometimes I feel like...
Jesus. That was a distraction to me. You two collaborated on that, didn't you? Miss Chris distracts me with the bomber game while you get me the fucking jump scare.
Do you think that'll be enough?
It's good
Enough
timing.
evidence. Not in the slightest.
And with...
Oh, I didn't look to that, haven't I?
I like this.
There is no new...
You think you'll need your fake badge?
I never needed a badge, Marty.
What a punchline.
It's more like a kind of good luck charm. It reminds me of who I should be.
And? Does it work?
No, Marty.
No.
Really.
I'm a cut with a badge.
If we survive this, can we crack this open?
I'd rather keep it for a really special occasion.
You're saying I'm not special enough?
I was joking.
Ew.
If we survive this,
You
we'll
are
drink
special.
it to the last drop.
You're very special, Marty.
Now you're talking.
I've clicked on anything, haven't I? Blah, 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 blah. Spare wheel. No. Is that it? Oh, yeah, they worked for the money, alright. Did well.
Do you remember that case with the goat?
Which one?
When that demented wolf devoured the kids of a young goat mother, and in revenge, she cut open his stomach and filled it with rocks.
Do I remember? I'll never forget it. Hell, that was a slaughterhouse. As far as I know, she even took the remains of the kids with her. But how did that come to mind?
This was that shop. The goat mother was running it. They found the dead wolf in here.
This? This one exactly? Good gods.
Yeah, before it was closed down. When there was still some life here. Not even that now.
Goodness
Just the
gracious,
void.
great balls of fire.
Yeah. Spooky place, that's for sure.
Still, I love to live here.
Sonny, you're creepy.
Yeah, crazy man. Crazy man. What haven't I clicked on over here? I think I've got them all over here. I don't want to go in just yet.
I never
There
thought
we
I'd
go.
ever look at this place and think of it as home.
Life's weird, isn't it? I didn't think that after what I did to you, we'd work together again.
You mean when you shot me?
You know I had my reasons, Sonny.
Yeah. Have I ever,
I was
apologized?
looking through Amazon yesterday.
I don't
Amazon Video,
think
and I
so.
didn't realise there was a
Then let's leave it
Men
that
in Black
way.
4.
Hey, I apologize
Men in Black
for
International.
shooting you, Boss Bird.
That's
What's that?
okay,
It's alright.
buddy. It
I mean, I'm not a big
happens
fan of that
even
guy
to the
that's in
best
it,
of
though.
friends.
I'll remember what
I
you
can't
just
think of
said,
his name.
and I'll never forget it.
Yeah? Well, don't try to take advantage of it.
Who, me? What do you think of me?
He was in Ghostbusters as well, the one with the women. He played the secretary.
Relax, soldier.
Huh? Well, are you
Not at all.
I have feelings.
I never said a...
Alright, so there's that up there. I've already looked in there.
this fog's almost impenetrable.
Strange, but somehow this time I feel it's a good omen.
Really? How
It's
come?
an omen.
It's like the light at the end of the tunnel without the light.
Oh, you're not getting ready to die, are
Writings
you,
on
old
the
man?
wall.
If we're going on a suicide mission,
It won't
I
go
think I should
away.
know.
Why? Haven't I told
It's
you yet?
an omen.
You're not funny.
Oh, did I click on that one up there? I think I did, didn't I?
Farewell, my lovely.
Alright, so let's just see if he's got anything to say for himself.
Lewis became kind of part.
You mean Leopold?
Oh, good job. Clicked on that.
Damn it! Did I mess that up again?
No, I'm just.
No, I messed it
joking.
up.
You said it right this
You alright,
time.
Matty? How you doing, buddy? Just finishing this game off before hopefully I'll start.
Ah, perfect timing. I just turbocharged the ship's matter compressor.
Yeah. That's a minute, Chris.
Let's
go get a
cold
one.
Nothing's the
On
matter,
me.
Fry. Now that I've turbocharged the matter compressor.
We can't deny that, even if we want to. We owe him a lot.
My friend.
Did you forget?
No. Who knows?
Oh.
Is that right?
Should I say it?
I know, Sonny. I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, I'm at the end, I
Forget about
think.
it. I'd be bored to death
I think it's at the end
otherwise.
of it. Shit, why did I end up in here? I was trying to talk to the bloody pesky rabbit.
What was the last book you read, Sonny?
Something by Herringway, if I remember correctly.
Wow, really?
No.
So what's in here that I've not done before? Done anything in here apart from going in that back
Abandon
room.
hope, all ye who enter here.
Very funny.
Funny, because it's true.
Huh. Maybe I am.
Buddy, you really need a secretary.
I thought about it too, Marty, but I'm still searching for a lunatic who'd take the job.
I'm sure Lewis would
You've
do
just been
it.
to the nut house.
I'd love to see him in a fancy little skirt.
Moron. But
You got
at
that
least
giraffe to do it
finally
for you.
managed to remember his name.
Really? Shit. I was trying to say it wrong. What are you hiding in there, Sonny?
You know, it's funny. I have no idea. I lost the key.
You want me to open it
yeah.
for you? I got a method.
Don't shoot my cabinet, Marty.
Ah, okay.
What have we got then?
I'm pretty, am I?
I simply can't take my eyes off you.
Pretty stupid is what you are.
You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
Not at all,
Hard-boiled egg.
Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like clucking hell. But I knew that everything would change from then on.
That something was gonna break between us?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a twist to
And that
this
I was
tale
never gonna
and
be the
Marty's
same
the
either.
bad guy all along.
With that shot, I also gunned down who I was, you know?
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Almost was the goal.
And? Did you manage to forgive me since then?
Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did, but what hurt
Nah, I don't
the
think it's
most
Marty. I think it's the
was
chief of
you not
police.
trusting me. That you didn't believe me.
Because he's a
Not until you pulled the trigger.
arsehole.
At that moment, I knew you were
Was he?
right.
Some kind of a dog.
Cluck.
Yeah, Cluck. All right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars, and a woman you gotta get.
What?
Come on, Sonny. Even a blind bat can see it.
Oh, well. Cluck again.
Can I?
Yep.
Was that it? It's got a couple more clues off that conversation.
You didn't have the chance to tell me what happened to your brother.
Got to go and
He
put a rat
left
behind
Clawville,
bars
and I haven't talked to him since.
Oh, I'm sorry.
and find a woman.
But I received an unexpected letter 2 weeks ago.
There's a rat at the
from
police
the
station.
Sura province. Someone dropped it off at my door.
Was it him?
He wrote the
No
letter, that's for
clues.
sure. I could smell the jungle when I opened it. But whether he was the one who delivered it, I don't know.
Have you tried to find him?
He'll find me if he wants to, Sonny. I know he's not guilty, and that's enough.
But he's still wanted in Clawville, right?
Yeah,
Well, I'm sorry for playing a part in all of this.
I know, Sonny. The past is the past.
You know, you've truly changed, Marty. You tried to hide it, but you've changed.
Thanks, boss.
Just,
Did we come up here just to have a
don't call me
conversation?
boss, okay?
We've had a conversation with him anyway. Let's go. Surely he didn't come up here just to talk
I've
to him.
also forgiven you, you know.
I don't remember asking for it.
I'm not mad at
What are you up to today, Amata?
Blow me, Sonny. You always have to have
Just
the
chilling.
last word?
Of course not. When all of this is over, I'm going to clean up the place.
Alright, so we've got some clues, so I guess I'm just going to leave it. Let's quickly make sure I've selected the clues, so I don't get in trouble for it. Oh, you were practicing piano. Nice. I've been watching a piano streamer lately, actually. Izzy Paradox, her name is. Because first spotted her went, Mindful of Games raided into her and she was doing a VR stream. But she's got this treadmill that she runs on when she's in VR, like a round treadmill. So when you walk on the treadmill, it walks in VR. You're in this harness. The catwalk it's called. It's really cool. So she was streaming on that. And I've started following her, and then it turns out she does a lot of music streams and piano. She's pretty good.
Recognizing. Result document. Clues people places cod STM codex NAUICA, one of the 4 great undersea countries. North is only 1,500 miles away from the border of Olorville, so the T-70 Statec are connected by close commercial GND historical ties. Its capital city is famous for being entirely...
Yeah, it's technically not a treadmill. I think somebody described it more as a slide mill. Because it doesn't actually move, it's just a very, very slippery surface. And it's got like a big mount at the back, and you harness yourself into it, and it takes your full weight. And basically when your feet move across it, your shoes that you'd wear have got optical mouse sensors, the same things that are in optical mice. They've got them underneath, so when you walk on the surface, it registers how much you're walking and stuff. But like I said, it takes your full weight. You can actually swim in VR a bit if you just lie flat. You can move your arms in VR and swim. Weird. But exhausting as well. You see how much she was running around and getting knackered. We've got this dude here, have we? There we go. Not even gonna bother reading it. Is that it? Nope, there's one there. Still not it? Who have we missed? It's not massive, but it's pretty big. The whole thing that she's using. She looks like she's in a really big room. Hey Timmy, how you doing, mate? Thanks for the lurk, mate. Thanks for coming back. I've got a VR set. Only used it a few times so far though. I need to sort of dedicate more time to it. I might just do like a set myself a one night a week where I'm just doing some VR. Oh hello, that's new. That's it, book's empty.
OBS 28.
That's not like an optional place to go, is it? Let's back to that house. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good, I matter. They're not cheap though, Miss Chris, that's the problem. I mean, the games are fairly cheap. Compared to, like... I'm getting decent games for, like, £10, £15. But then I'm getting bundles of games as well for that, which you get, like, 5 or 6. The games in VR are a lot cheaper than the normal PC games and stuff. Let's go to this place. Oh shit, I went completely the wrong one. Let's go there.
Sometimes I think about what a hot and popular gal Ursula used to be. No hard feelings?
What can I say, boys? I have a big, soft heart.
You sure do, Ursula.
Would you like a nice hot cup of tea?
No thanks, we just came to say goodbye.
Why? You going somewhere? Traveling?
No, we're just visiting a nice place in the city.
Sonny's gonna die.
Shut up, Marty.
So it's a case. Well, be careful, boys. And I'm sorry I snapped at you the last time.
You don't need to say that, Ursula. We deserved it.
You're a good boy, Sonny. And Marty's a downright saint.
Oh, come on, Ursula. Stop that.
Memories, huh? I remember every day. Mostly because I've had a limp ever since.
Next time, tell your partner not to shoot you with a shotgun.
Well, that's very good advice, Boobo. Thanks. I wish I'd heard it before.
Yeah, I was having a laugh with that yesterday because she kept turning around. I kept saying, "Fucking hell, don't turn too quickly and knock the guy out." I don't know what I came here for. I already got a couple of clues off it.
Secret. That's what I see.
I already got a couple of clues when I spoke to her, though.
How is the old owl?
He's old.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you have that.
Even...
Yes.
I gotta see.
I don't know what...
Hey, Boobo.
It's unbearable.
Hello, old man.
Is he,
But his eyes... Sonny,
would you shut the clock?
I am a little... You're going...
Right, I'm just skipping through this conversation.
Well,
Don't mention it.
They didn't have any landscapes, eh?
Oh, leave me alone, Sonny.
I think I'm gonna go somewhere else. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the one that's not got an egg timer of it, because I think these are all like optional ones, just for the people that want to 100% the game and get all the little side conversations and shit. Unfortunately, it looks like they're all fucking old egg timers though. So I'm missing something somewhere then. Let's go back here.
Well, if we have anything else to ask the old beaver, this is the last chance.
Hey, don't steal my style.
Just learning from the best.
Let me give you some advice. Don't.
Yeah, like the Coxie the beaver.
Hey, old man. Sun's not even up yet, and you're already open?
You know what's my secret, sonny boy?
What?
I never close.
That clever.
How can I help you, lads? I see you're going somewhere.
Well, Sonny's going to die. I'm just wrapping up a delicate case.
So, you'll be off to the Westler residence.
That beaver should say damn a lot, shouldn't he?
Sharp, old beaver.
Damn.
Well, me dear lads, I'm glad I got
Damn.
to know you.
Hey, don't you start too.
That I'm just kidding.
Alright. Have I got any questions I can ask him? Oh, I do.
Do you know Dr. Quetzal?
Do you mean
What's a pretzel?
Professor Quetzalcoatlus? Yeah, now you laugh at this, but we went to university together.
You did what?
Do I not look the type to you?
No, well, I didn't mean that. I just didn't know you went to university.
I studied psychology, Sonny. Only I forgot to graduate. That's when my father died.
So that's why you know the animals so well.
No, I know them well because I have a newspaper stand and I talk to hundreds of animals each day. And I listen to the everyday problems of almost all of them.
I love his
There's
Irish
no better
accent.
lesson in animal studies.
What do you know about him?
Top of the morning to you.
You're afraid he's screwed.
It is what it is, so it
He
is.
looks like a terribly dishonest snake, but don't let your prejudices
Ah,
overshadow what your wattle tells you. Quetzal's one of the kindest-hearted and most honest animals I've ever known.
That's good to know, Uncle Mullen. Or rather, Professor Mullen.
Hey, 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 don't get cocky with me, little chickie.
Hey, hey, hey. That should be what the horses say.
Does the name Albert mean anything to you?
I know multiple Alberts, Sonny. Which one do you mean?
Albert Wessler.
Einstein.
I see you're in a funny mood, Sonny boy.
I'm not joking, Mullen, but I'm surprised there's something I know and you don't.
And who is this Albert, anyway? Ibn Wessler's hidden son, maybe?
Who's this Albert?
Even better, my friend. His secret twin brother.
Oh, you've walked into trouble there.
I was hoping you could tell me something useful about him.
I can, Sonny boy. Avoid him. Avoid the whole Wessler family. Those who happen upon secrets that deep sink without a trace.
Well, I used to be a professional swimmer. Didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
I lied.
Where did he swim in his bird bath, did he?
What do you know about that asylum? What's it called?
Since there's only one of those around Clawville, I know which one you mean, Sonny. It's an ancient mansion, easily around 100 years old for sure. Or more. But what do you want to know about it anyway?
We actually just got out of there.
That explains everything.
Seriously, what do you know about it?
The place is self-sufficient in theory, but in reality, the Crown maintains it. No one knows the exact reason why, but according to gossip, they used to keep someone
Miss Chris.
in there. Someone who was either part of the royal family
Got a dirty
or
mind.
just very close to the fire. But who knows? Maybe it's just a legend.
Well, they say we're legends too, and we're standing right in front of you. Am I right?
What can I say then? This whole city is full of legends.
I think they're certainly stimulating the beaver, aren't they? On an intellectual level, of course.
This Albert, he had to paint a picture of Natasha at his brother's request.
Let me guess. He fell in love with her.
Yeah, classic, huh? Then he killed his brother and took his place.
Yeah, well, that's a classic too. So, you're telling me who goes by Ibn Wessler is not really Ibn Wessler?
Exactly. He's Albert, a dangerous lunatic with multiple personality disorder.
Lads, I guess that Miss Marble's going to write another one of those novels about this.
You mean Meredith? Oh, that's just what we need.
Once you sold your soul, it's too late to cry about it, sonny boy.
That's what I keep telling him.
Where are we going to find this dude, though?
What do you know about the Wessler Mansion, Uncle Mullen?
That if you're about to go there, bring a tank with you. Or two.
Dangerous, you mean?
Dangerous? It's a fortress, so it is. Giant walls, watchtowers, and of course, Wessler's hired pugs are waiting for you there.
Got me there.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's a beautiful place, I must admit. At least you'll kick the bucket with mouths hanging open in wonder.
That's something.
Good attitude, my lad. Keep it.
Good attitude, my lad. Keep it. Keep it.
Got any good advice?
I always have some for you, lads.
Yes.
Don't get
hit the
shot,
quit button
for
and
example.
go home.
That's very wise advice. Why haven't you told us before? Could have saved Sonny some painful memories.
If you carry on like that, Marty, you too can learn how it feels.
You too.
I think we're done, aren't we?
Do you have any fresh information for us, Uncle Mullen?
Of course. Still crisp and warm, like a fresh newspaper. Ask away.
Guess not, then. Because we've done all of them. see if there's any new books on the shelf.
Oh, look what I found.
Furry gods. Another chicken police story.
And one of my favorites, too. Meredith outdid herself when she wrote this one.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, Sonny, you could read one day. They're not as bad as you think.
If it's about me and you, then I want none of it, thanks. Reality's more than enough.
Right. What happened to the seagull?
Since when do you drive a wonder machine like that, old beaver?
No, that's not mine. My son left it to me for safekeeping while he's working abroad.
The cubs still visit home often, then?
They're good kids. They come to visit me several
That's
times
gotta be a
a
clue,
year.
isn't it, that
And
car?
if they're not here, I still have you boys. Am
His
I right?
son's got a fancy
You're
car.
fortunate indeed, Uncle Mullen.
Sure I am.
Oh, didn't register as a clue. Alright, let's skedaddle off somewhere else then. So it's not at the newsstand. Go on then.
Ah, you know, Sonny, few places are as cozy as the hot dog at dawn.
You have a point.
The silence, the fog.
I still want to know what this
sunshine
fly,
slowly devouring
if
the
he says
sleeping
actually said
city.
anything.
The smell.
Yeah. The
Is he there?
Cobbler
He's not playing
District has
guitar,
its
is
own
he?
distinctive aroma, that's for sure.
You can normally hear a guitar when you come here.
Wait, do you smell that?
Ah, it seems Zip is ready with the first batch of coffee.
That's waiting only for us, my friend.
Yeah, just what you want. Cup coffee.
Roachtown stirring.
Thank the gods we're not going to be here when it's fully awake.
I think the buzzing of the hive has a...
Yeah.
We've seen all that, haven't we? He's gone.
Does it still work?
Who knows? Maybe Zip's keeping it for decoration. Or living in it.
I can easily imagine. Poor bastard.
Poor bastard.
Hello, Big Boss.
Hail to thee, O father of all syrups.
Well, he's out. He's brave indeed. Or an idiot.
They're often the same, Marty. And you should know.
Yeah. What do you mean he's out? He's there.
Hello, Zip. I see they kicked you out.
You know,
What do you mean he's out of jail?
They told me I could stay in there for 48 hours if I wanted.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
Shit, I had enough. Fuck it. You understand? When you interrogated me, you opened my eyes. I don't give a shit about him, about Wessler and his henchmen. Let them come if they want. It's not gonna be easy for them. You can be sure of that.
That's the Zip we know and love.
Thanks, Marty. So, why are you here?
One last coffee before the end.
Are you going to get him?
We don't have a choice, Zip. We're grabbing the rat by the tail. No screwing around.
Yeah, but where?
No playing it nice.
Ah, I see Ibben's really got to you.
Just Sonny. I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you hire a cook, Zip? Or at least a dishwasher?
Don't you make
They say
Skipping.
kids first.
Yeah.
Hey! Blow me.
He's got to give me something for, hasn't he? Ah, wrong one.
I'm gonna try the food here.
Oh, you have to die.
No,
You have such a...
You're right.
No questions you can ask him.
And what do you expect will happen when you get there?
They'll either let us in, or we'll blow open the doors and go in guns blazing. How
The
hard can
mansion
it
they're
be?
talking about. I don't recall seeing it on the map,
I'm not sure
though.
you know what you're up against, boys, but it's your
That's the end of the
funeral.
game. Gotta
I'm
be.
just glad I got to know the legendary chicken police.
Hey, don't write us off yet.
I'm just getting ready for all possibilities, Marty. Hey, chicken coppers,
Yeah, Zip?
take care of your feathers for me, okay?
Will do, Zip.
Don't worry. I'll protect this smelly old bird.
All in all, thanks, Zip. You've been a...
Thank you.
It's going nowhere. There's nothing else here. I don't think. Well, I hope not. So there's nothing.
Playing.
There's no reason for me to come here, other than to just have some pointless conversation. What's this one? Weekend house.
So, we're looking for more evidence?
No, I was just thinking we could take another look. You know, just in case.
Okay,
no.
sure. But...
Don't even ask, Marty.
You're really becoming sentimental.
One more word and I
Have I even been here? But I don't think I've been
I'm
here.
gonna shut it. Well, they couldn't even manage to scrape it off.
Useless pincushions.
They're always half-assed, Sonny. You drive me crazy.
Leave them be. Your record is perfect. You've been on the force for 15 years, almost 10 of that with me.
That's why I deserve a medal.
Get out. Wind down. Resign. Become... let's see. Anything.
Yeah, if you only knew how much I've thought about that. But I'm simply not good at anything else. Either I'm a gangster or a cop. I've got too much of a backbone to be a gangster.
Also to be a cop, Marty.
Nothing else.
You don't want to go in there just like that. It's a closed crime scene.
I hope you're just messing with me, Marty.
Of course I'm messing with you. Let's get inside there and see how much the boys have messed up the place. You know, Sonny, when we
You did say we've not got enough
saw
evidence
the girl.
earlier, so maybe I've got to find something in here.
Yeah, her body. I called you every name in the book inside my head. I just had enough, you know? I wanted to quit.
What kept you with me? Was it
I was
just
assuming it's straight to the
curiosity?
mansion. I thought this might have been at the house.
I just wanted to see your downfall, boss. I wanted to be there when you met your end, get humiliated or even shot.
Wow. Well, thanks for your honesty, Marty.
But then everything changed on the ship.
On the ship? Why there?
I don't know. Being tied up with you, waiting for certain death. I know I lashed out at you, but in truth, I felt there was no place I'd rather be. It was my place on that fucking burning ship with you, even if we both died there. Know what I mean?
I think I do, Marty. I think I do.
So, I guess there's nowhere to go but forward, huh?
Nothing left to do but kill a rat. As the chicken police.
For the last time?
For the last clucking time, partner.
Swear?
I swear.
All right.
And I
Let's
swear
hit the road.
by the moon, and the stars and the sun, I fucked that one up.
The phone's dead.
Just like dead bro, who was dead on the floor. Not see. Oh shit! Didn't want to click out of there.
Human, huh? My partner loves these weird things.
Your who?
I got a new partner when you left.
When Blood Boil fired me?
Sure, when you were fired. His name is Melvin, a little greenhorn of an otter.
And
Martin
where
Melvin.
exactly is he?
I
Eminem.
have no idea. We worked together for one day, then I told everyone I wasn't gonna work with anyone but you.
But you hated me.
Yeah. I was even a little afraid they'd call you back. But Blood Boil got it, so he let me work alone.
That feels strangely comforting. So Marty has a partner, so what?
There's a few things there on the mantle. Go with that top one then.
Nice.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, thanks for that. That was useful.
Natasha became even more mysterious with every detail you felt. It's nothing. Maybe. You're.
I think we're done. And this was a waste of time again coming in here. Looks at those three. Didn't look down here though. Anything here? I think it's okay.
Well, if all goes well, we'll learn about that soon.
Or not.
Or not. Wouldn't be the first time.
No, nothing. Blood stain on the carpet. I don't think you can click on it though, can you? Yeah, I've clicked on that already. Doesn't let you. I mean, I'm spamming the button around there, it doesn't do anything. Oh, there we go.
But I have a terrible feeling of deja vu.
Yeah, already had that. I think I'll just leave. I was going to try and find that mansion. Nothing out here, was there? No. Hot dog, not going back there. Finished, not going back there. Back to his office. Let's not go there either. What's that? Back to the big bird woman. No, thank you. Oh, the hot dog again. Shit. It's gotta be his office then, hasn't it? Unless there's some just some evidence that I've missed.
Chicken police sounds really fun.
Did I pick anything up that I've not already got? Yeah, that's the problem.
Albert was madly in love with Natasha. Identical twins.
I've just been through all four, haven't I?
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing. Ironic, but...
Yeah, probably seen all of those. Let's have a conversation with him.
I've also forgiven you, you know.
I don't remember asking for it.
I'm not mad anymore.
Maybe I've got to look for those clues that I got
Sonny.
and didn't
You always have to have the last word?
do anything about them.
Of course not.
Let's have a quick look through these. Looks like they're all on there.
Already in a content recognition result. Chicken police. Recognizing. Result document. People clues, oh people places cocked half. It seems Ursula found her way back to Bugle. What can I say? Love is a murderous beast. Chicken police.
Is that it? Is that it? Who else? You? Must be on the next page. Yep, there is. Don't even want to read it. I'm hoping one of these trigger a conversation. Oh, there is. That looks like that's it. And it didn't trigger shit. Right. Anything in here that I've not clicked on? Done that one, done that one, done that one, done that one, done those there. Most of the conversations are different, and then I'll be sat here all day looking through them again.
I can't even recognize the city in daylight.
Like a raving lunatic while asleep, right?
That light switch has never done anything for me, has it? They're just the same, I think. Hang on, where is the light switch?
When all of this is over, I'm going to clean up the place. Really.
Maybe you just can't use the light switch because it's already it's light inside now. It was there.
OBS 28.
I might quickly look at that walkthrough because I just want to get on with this. It does my head in when it's spinning around in circles. The hot dog. The newsstand. Beeble's place. Oh, that's where the bear is, isn't it? The owl. And the house. They did say they're going to go back to the house and find some more evidence. I'm going to have a quick look at that.
4. Chicken. Loading document. Toolbar. Quick find edit has auto 4. Chicken police.
Let's have a quick look at where they go.
Seeks 5 hours 58 minutes 59
just
seconds
after they're getting shot at, that's what
6
I want
hours
to
4
find.
minutes 3 seconds. Seek slider 6 hours 4 minutes 3 seconds of 6.
They come to here and talk to her, that's what I did. Okay. What are you staring at that for? It's allowing them to go there. It's not allowing me to do that. So I wonder if it's something to do with something she said and I've not spoken to her enough. Let's have a look if they go. Oh, they go to the hot dog as well. So I'm gonna have to have a quick look. There's probably some conversation piece or something I've missed in the middle of all these places. I want to quickly see where they go. Talk to the rabbit. Where was that? I did that, I think. I don't remember that. Did that. Right, so I've got to go and have a conversation with that bear. We'll give that a go. I want to try and phone that landlord dude, though.
Monica would take the job.
Is it 932? Can't remember the number. It was 932. Right, let's go and talk to the bear then. Oh, I'm outside. Here we go. Can have a conversation with him like they just did.
You know, if it weren't for the bunny, we never would have made it this.
We can't deny that. Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were you?
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team. What is it?
You, Lewis, you don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the chicken police.
Maybe the last
exactly.
one,
Hey, Sonny. Don't spoil his mood. He's so cute. Pardon? Nothing.
So, you're going now to confront Mr. Whistler?
We have no other choice, Lewis. We're gonna see it through to the end. We've already come this far.
You're brave, gentlemen. I'm honestly impressed.
Well, the rabbit's onto something.
This isn't about money. Not about courage or pride either. It's simply...
stubbornness?
Mostly, yeah.
Come on, give me something.
Well, good luck, guys.
Thanks, Lewis. We could use some luck.
Pesky
that's for
rabbit.
Sure. Farewell, my lovely.
Oh, was I out here earlier, wasn't I? I just obviously didn't have the conversations that I needed to have. Because I've already done all these.
Ah, her magic. Might be glad you're
Already looked at all that. So what did I miss? The car. Spoken to. No, I didn't speak to him. I only spoke to him. Here we go, look. Wait, questions. Nice.
I just realized. Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time now. Do you remember what Natasha said about him?
That he's been acting strange recently?
Exactly. Like, he's not himself anymore.
And was almost hitting us in the face, huh?
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves. The whole story's too twisted for that.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more twisted cases to come.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us, in fact.
Yeah, right. So, what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Something like that, Marty. I think our presence will be enough for the truth to come out.
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice. So I hope so, too.
Do you think it's a love triangle?
Come on, unlock it.
I mean,
unlock it.
Could
Give me the
Natasha
location.
love Albert as well?
Good question, Marty.
Give it to me,
But
baby.
I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way,
And all the girls say you're pretty fry
Could
for
she
a
love
chicken guy.
2 rats in her own way?
Maybe. Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it, even to herself.
Oh, has it done it? Have we got it? Just done something up there, didn't it? No. Oh, I'm still locked into a conversation with him, that's why. Let's finish it though.
Do you think the asylum was in on it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to that ship. But oddly enough, the doctor seemed honest to me.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought everyone was crazy in that place.
Yeah. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in
Giraffe
the process,
wasn't.
he doesn't
She was
become
alright.
a monster.
Was her name Monica
Are you
or
still
something?
talking about the
So we
doctor?
give him an M, can't remember.
Good question.
Is it?
So, what do you think now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad. Intentionally, at least.
I'm not as sure of that as you are.
Oh, Miss Chris just
but
shot you,
we'll
choose.
find that out pretty soon, I guess.
I think Natasha was very much aware that
shot you.
wherever she goes, disaster follows her.
It'll be quite a while to make that little thing.
And she can't do anything about it. There are people like that.
Really? You don't say. Someone remarkably similar came to mind right now.
You mean me, right?
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, she went there. She just shot you right in the face.
Okay, so when
3
you feel
times?
we can leave, just point to the place on the map and we'll be off.
Here we go.
Thanks, partner. I'll do that.
Nice. So let's go then. Let's ask him one more time. Just do the old Columbo. Just one more thing. Just one more thing.
Okay, so when you feel we can leave.
Thanks.
All right.
Partner.
There we go. One new location. Let's do it.
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer.
You should be privileged. She could have chosen anybody on the whole of Twitch to shoot at.
Was nearly
and
over.
She shot at you? It's an honor.
Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain? Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
Be honored. Just take them bullets like a man.
Here I am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
What do you want us to do? Is that it? You've got this whole box there just to say that, and then we can click.
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us, and Natasha.
That's some
too,
scary logic, that is, Miss Chris.
You hope?
Remind me never to come over
she
to
could be our only
to
chance
visit you.
of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really?
I just have to make sure you don't like me enough to shoot me then, Mona.
Quite the steed, isn't it?
Seems nowadays organized crime pays well in Clawville.
Are you surprised? The chicken police retired.
Well, they say the team's back together again.
Nah, that's impossible.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's one up there.
What the hell is it? Water tower? Turret? A frickin' lighthouse?
I think it's a monument to an enormous ego, Marty.
Well, anyone who
It's a
builds
machine gun
tower
turret.
this big must be trying to compensate for something.
Or he just has too much dough.
There's one there. There's one up to the right of that as well.
Hey, not so fast, chickens. Please excuse my partner. He
Oh, it's
didn't mean
these
to
two.
be rude, it's just his terrible habits, as you may already know.
Let's go away from them for a sec. Because I don't. Oh, there's got something there. Oh, it's another one.
Huh, one of Wessler's ancestors, maybe.
Wessler's ancestors were poor cobblers. More likely, this represents what
Were they
he
not
thinks
peach
of
cobblers?
himself.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with organized crime.
Ibn was planning to leave the underworld.
When his twin brother tore out his tongue, poked out his eye, killed him, and took his place?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Must be some famous historian.
Don't believe
Skip,
man.
skip,
that too.
skip.
Oh, this place has its own greenhouse. What do you think's inside?
100% humidity and unbearable heat.
Oh, not like that. Could they be growing rarities in there?
You could lay your
Or maybe
chicken eggs in there, then, couldn't you?
chicken-eating giant flower monsters.
What? Oh, you just made that up, right? Nah, I'm sure there's no such thing.
It's weed. It's always weed. It's always weed. You just try and get past these guys. No, let's try and do something.
Look who's here.
What a surprise. Our biggest fans.
What do you think? Should we
Tweedledum and Tweedledummer. He's alright, though. He's well-mannered French guy.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh yeah, now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces. Twice.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
We'd love to have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're at it, the lady of the house
You
is
shoot
also
like a stormtrooper, mate.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's
Actually, like a blind
horny.
stormtrooper. So
In that case, I guess there's no
there you
reason
go.
for us to waste your precious time. Is that right, Gabriel? Get the hell out of our sight while there are still...
Yeah, actually like a stormtrooper with his helmet on backwards.
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore. Until next time, boys.
Is that it? No questions for him or anything? Nope. Alright, let's leave him. Get inside.
This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Let's get the big guns out and kick the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the guns. But I hope it won't come to that.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny. Someone's gotta pay.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay. Tonight.
Yeah, just don't let it be us. It's like the vegetation's trying to suffocate these beautiful walls.
Maybe it will. Maybe in 100 years, nothing will be here but plants. An endless, planet-sized jungle.
That's quite a dark thought.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. See? Should we have a little talk to people?
This place is incredible, but it kinda gives me the creeps.
Because you know what lies behind the beauty.
With Natasha, too?
I haven't decided yet.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see Olivia here.
She's real close to Wessler. But how much does she know?
Much more than me, I guess.
That wouldn't be hard.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello,
Stoner, bloody
Olivia.
crow.
Sweetie.
Get lost.
What did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now, if you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry
Subscriber
about us.
in the house.
We know what we're
Necromandria.
doing.
Martin,
Hey, Andrea. How's Dante?
Yeah, let's go get a cold one. On me.
understand, do you?
What do they not understand, Olivia? So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself.
Hey,
I'll
Cha-Chan.
entertain them
How you doing,
until
buddy?
then.
Thank you, Miss Kitsenko.
Please, Sonny. I thought we've already discussed this. Call me Natasha.
Please, Natasha.
Yeah, let's go get a cold one. On me.
All right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my
I think I'm just finishing this game off
Yes,
now. I'm
Miss Katzenko.
at the very end, I think.
I tried to warn you.
Thanks, Olivia.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, Cha-Chan. Oh, so that's why he was... Ah, well, it would be, wouldn't it? Bright red Pete, you're going to think blood, aren't you? If it's a candy, yeah. Got to explain it.
You know, I had a dream.
I'm glad he's much better, though. That's good.
I saw Natasha with a bloody mouth and red claws.
And? What does that tell you?
I don't know, Marty. I admit it. I haven't been this on edge for a long time.
I'm just angry. Truth is, I'm not entirely sure why.
Your sense of justice kicking in?
More like my sense of don't fuck with the chicken police.
Oh. You smell the... Oh. Yo.
Cha_Chan1 just gifted 1 subs to the community.
You don't have to do that.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, thank you.
Ethan isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
What are you up to today,
You
Cha-Chan?
commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threats?
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Savas.
Wild gods.
You was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
It's easy for a woman to talk about
that
such
much
things,
is true.
That she used to be an escort.
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I
Cheers,
know,
mate.
Natasha. I also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah.
I'm going to be
shouldn't have
curious
had
what that
to
bloody
die.
chalkboard thing was for in the mental asylum. I'm going to look that up
Cold,
when I
stiff
finish.
Deborah.
Please don't say that.
A
I'm
price
glad I
worth
didn't
paying?
have to do it.
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell
I
me.
think she was born in
what is
Qatar.
going on?
You have to know, right?
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
Is that so?
Yeah, you're
Our
looking
night
rough.
was also kind of long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentleman that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please.
I'm still waiting for the
come
Ninja
on in,
Turtles.
guys.
Where are
Let's
they?
talk in my room.
Then
Master
this
Splinter's
way,
brothers, though.
Please.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself, or tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
Yes, dear. Whatever you
I
like.
hope he's got no fleas hanging out in that robe.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler. So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
The rat and the cat.
There she is. The femme fatale. And what was
Yeah, what did he just say? Follow me. Where did he go then? Where am I supposed to be going? Where'd you go, rat boy?
I tried to warn you.
Thanks, Olivia?
Got a nice ass for a crow. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh, there. Okay.
This estate is rather impressive, Mr. Wessler.
Well, thank you.
I suppose it took years and years of cumbersome work to build it.
Yeah. As you say, Mr. Featherland, I'm rather proud of it.
You should be. Whoever built this place has a reason to be proud of himself.
Are you trying to say something?
Yeah, he just wants some
No,
cocks in his
no,
bedroom,
just
doesn't he?
Thinking aloud.
Kinky bastard. He's going to open that robe up to the cocks, expose himself.
Yeah, would you like a drink? This is a rather rare brandy. It lifts the spirits, if I may be so, poetic.
Really? Tempting, but I need to keep a clear head, Mr. Wessler.
Yeah, I've heard you don't despise a good vintage.
And I've heard you don't despise murder, Wessler.
Anyone getting strychnine at
By the
home?
way, you've heard right.
It's like rat poison.
But everything has its place and time. Drinks, guns, dead bodies, and the truth.
Yeah, I see.
You can't handle the truth.
Well.
More like prophetic.
And that's not a good sign.
Yeah, are you trying to intimidate me?
No, that's not how we do business. We're gentlemen.
I really hope so.
What, do you not find the size of his cock intimidating?
Do you keep a revolver in your bedroom?
Yeah, a bad habit. One who has a lot to lose has a lot to fear.
I agree. It's a little early for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. That's it. Let's get the conversation started. Oh no, something there, look. Hey, pussy.
This painting.
It's
Pussy galore.
beautiful and rather provocative. Almost makes my comb stand up.
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
You're right, Sonny.
Oh, the corner's
You're
missing.
quite the observer.
You mean the corner that
Well,
I've got in my
yeah,
pocket?
This painting's unfortunately damaged. I don't know where the missing piece could be.
You don't know? Well, if you're interested, we know exactly where it is.
Really?
Really. It's here with us.
An insignificant little piece, isn't it? But there's an exciting cat scratch on it.
More like a rat scratch, because it's a monogram.
A.W.
That's...
Albert
Wessler.
Wessler. He's a great painter. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Enough. Out with it already. What are you trying to say? I have no time for your childish charades.
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that in a bit.
Easy, rat.
It's unbelievable how much trouble one single painting can make.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean, detective.
I'll make it
What's
clear
up, Doc?
for you soon enough. Be patient, Mr. Wessler.
Even my patience has its limits, you know.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're going to be a patient in a mental hospital again soon.
Impressive bed. Looks cozy.
Sure is better than a cell.
That's right, Marty.
I'm not sure I understand, gentlemen.
We'll see about that.
It will all become clear soon, my good friend. I think we should just ask him some shit then.
Interesting. Now that I know who he really is, he doesn't even resemble Ibn Wessler.
Well, I don't know. All these rats look alike. Oh, sorry, is that racist of me?
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Eh, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city.
I see dead people.
You are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
None taken. But tell me, are we going to flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my own house?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral
You invited me in.
compass has been confused a little bit after
Don't
someone
get ratty with
tried
me.
to kill us several times in the last 48 hours. With fire, with machine guns. I could go on.
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right. I'll go along with your childish
Yeah.
little game.
Here, have some
I would have had a
cheese.
long and tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we start?
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
What now then? Asking him some questiones. Go on then, let's go for it.
This picture
Let's
is
go
rather
for it.
strange.
Oh, he's not a golfer, is he? He's a rat.
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who do you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No, I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
And do you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
I have no idea.
What's the matter?
Natasha know
Can't get your
about
tongue?
what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that? Yeah, of course.
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly and quickly. Yeah,
Am I gonna have to do a shootout at the end of this?
About the painting.
Yeah, my brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself.
Just one more thing.
I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler, what Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know
Your
about
wife was a
everyone
hooker.
who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were, if you're interested.
You son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Yes, detective?
Cockfight.
Not yet.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth it.
You're funny, you know that?
You're in a cockfight.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the
What did you
hell are
forget?
you
The letter.
babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha,
More like a confession.
in which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her, even the most horrible things.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad. Insane. He's not a...
It proves some things.
normal.
It proves that you can write.
No one would believe his words.
Spell.
Don't you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
What? What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why. But she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about hate, huh?
Well, I hate rats. Oh, got that thing I need to do there now. Let's go see one more thing.
Time's precious, chickens. Get to the point before I lose my patience.
All right.
Mr. Wessler. We'll get to the point when it's time.
Don't get ratty. Oh.
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first, to soften him up, and to avoid us being shot.
This is when I'm supposed to pick my questions carefully, but I don't bother reading them. I just go, wait, there we go, wait.
How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
See, A or B, let's go.
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious. From the moment I
what's up, Doc?
Natasha for the first time. But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother, am I right?
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse.
Comfortable? Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me?
Finish him.
I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Cry me a river.
Yeah, you know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately. You felt like this before, haven't you? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
You can analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler, but you won't get far with that.
Yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately?
That's an interesting question, you see, but the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to understand, I loved my brother.
Weird way of showing your love, Albert.
You can't understand that. He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
She took your brother's place pretty quickly, didn't she? There's not much room in your heart, as I see it.
Yeah, you're understanding the situation, Detective, but you know, very well it's not that simple. Ibn was my brother. I loved him despite all of his flaws and foul, petty lies. And that's why I couldn't kill him.
Not immediately, you mean?
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough. Yeah, I must admit I've underestimated him.
And poking out his eye?
Oh, that was just an accident, Mr. Featherland.
Just an accident? You're a dirty, clucking son of a vermin.
Accidentally
Please, don't
poked your eye out.
Sonny.
Whilst I was deliberately cutting your tongue out.
Situation and doesn't even suit you.
Does it make you happy to control others, Albert?
I was never the type. Not until I become one with my brother. He was different. He lived for this. He wanted to rule everything he set his gaze upon.
Haven't you done the same with Natasha?
I did, Detective. Exactly the same. And that's when I started to become one with my brother.
Do you mean before brutally mutilating and killing him?
Yeah. Long before that, Detective.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you have done if Natasha found out?
You dirty rat.
Her too?
You know what? Maybe yeah. Maybe I would have ended myself too.
Narcissistic pricks like you never commit suicide, Albert.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to insult someone who's pointing a revolver at your stomach, Detective?
Yeah, why not?
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect, even in its imperfection.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role. He himself, his essence, if you will. Yeah, though I guess that's the
essence of rat.
To understand.
Is that his
so
wife's
you mean Ibn's here
perfume
with us even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't
so
have much
serious?
time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him.
Oh yeah, well I'm spoilt for choice here, aren't I?
When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Fiddleland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Fiddleland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert.
You got a boner.
But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
Do you think you can explain everything with your insanity?
Don't be a fool, Sonny. Insanity is just a temporary state. Just a stop on the way to enlightenment.
So you admit you're insane. That's surprising for your kind.
Of course I'm not insane.
Ah, well, here we are.
Albert was insane. He lost all connections to reality. But I saved him.
You mean you're Ibn?
Both of us, Mr. Featherland.
Okay. I almost understand everything now.
Don't mock me, Mr. Featherland. You're still at the wrong end of the gun, you remember?
It would be hard to forget. Did you hate Ibn or yourself more, Albert?
Albert hated himself the most ever since he was born. He idolized Ibn. But every time his brother stood before him, he saw what he could have been himself if he had enough strength. But he didn't.
This is the longest ending to a game ever.
Albert had always been a coward, a pitiful nobody.
And now?
Finally, there's no more Albert. And no more Ibn either. It's only me, and for both of them, I'm perfect.
Can it be that the fear is making you say these things, Albert?
Stop calling me that.
I have to call you something. What should I call you? What name should I use?
I don't know anymore. I don't.
I'm very close to breaking him. But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little bit deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds. Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was, simply amazing, gentle, kind, lively, but still so, distant.
You're telling me.
Maybe.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yes.
I knew Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
Was?
I think I've corrupted her. She's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore. I ruined her. She became rotten under my hands.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert.
She had the cat scratch
Tell her
fever.
the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two
Don't know, my
souls.
ex-girlfriend was
Ibn
two-faced.
loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him...
It's been good throughout the whole game, the voice acting.
Featherland.
And the threats?
The characters and the artwork's been quite
Albert
good.
Or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable. Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
Guess
You
that's
and
some
I
sort of
have nothing
progression.
in common,
You got a
Wesley.
clue for the
You
book?
know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, Albert.
Oh, I only got 2. That's my worst score for that whole game. Does that mean I'm dead? I'm not going through all that shit again. There's a secret ending to this game as well, apparently. No idea what it would be. Did I just get killed? Did I just go to the great KFC in the sky? Or did she just shoot him?
So, you heard everything.
Ah, she's killed him.
Everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you.
Bit of an anticlimax though. I was expecting some sort of action at the end.
Both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought carefully before firing.
About who to target?
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly...
The cops? But how? How do they know?
I have no idea, Marty.
Do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her.
Are you worried about the cops?
Hello, boys.
Before you say anything,
Have you got a secretary?
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
Monica?
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thought you were just a secretary.
Juan. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, mine too.
Of all that's furry, we don't.
There is as well. He
hear
loves
that.
chewing them.
And boys,
Yes, boss.
don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both
Thanks,
of you
Cha-Chan.
with all the details.
Appreciate you, mate.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
I'll be
Thank you,
finishing
sir.
up soon,
It'll
so
all make sense, believe us.
have a good rest of your
Right
weekend.
after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
What Marty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law. But we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
What now?
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark.
I wish.
Fucking hell, where did that come from?
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I
Jeez,
love your
cheers
sense
that,
of
boy.
humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding
On
me?
a break at work,
the
I
whole
suppose, yeah.
city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Cluck off, Tim.
Hey!
Oh, fuck, you're not well. I'm guessing. No, you're not
Just
too
one
bad.
quote, guys. They say you've taken...
I say...
Oh, this is...
Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those furheads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in
Oh, you
their
feel better
boss.
soon, Chloe.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us too, believe me.
What? Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
I think it's probably just giving me time to read the last clues. Oh, because you can't exit, you can't move to a different location. Who have we missed? Oh, there's one there. Must be on the next page. Yep. One there, and one there. One for that person there. There we go. What happened in the game? What we were going to get shot by the rat, but the Catwoman shot him. As we were just about to get shot, she shot him. She came out of nowhere. Oh, we Chloe. Yeah, so the rat's dead because the Catwoman killed him. And then the police turned up. And then I've just got a few more little things I need to click on, I think. Maybe. Is that one that I've not read? Must be. Still not letting me change location though. No new evidence.
Identical twins. Molly. Albert.
So I must have to talk to somebody. It's not him.
Just one quote, guy.
I say.
Yeah, not him.
What will happen to her now?
I don't know, Marty. I have no idea.
Must have to talk to her.
So, what now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know, if you need anything...
Yes,
I know where to find you.
Yeah, you know where to find the cock.
Sweetheart.
Ma'am.
Goodbye, detectives.
Pussy, say goodbye to cock. Cock, say goodbye to
And
pussy.
what about you, Sonny?
I'll go home and sleep. Maybe for 3 days. I'll try to forget.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this.
Oh, she could join you. She could have a cat now.
Anything I can do.
I'm not sorry, Natasha. It's better this way. We find out painful truths, but
Go on, the chicken's trying to get laid.
We see clearly now, don't we?
Yes, I think you're right.
Who else have we got? Spoken to those two. Well, let's give her another chance.
How did you know we were here?
I always pay attention, Sonny. And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Don't get used to it, Marty.
Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
So, what's your shoe size again, Mon?
35, Sonny. I like high heels. And because there's 2 of you, 2 pairs will do for a start.
Anything for you, darling.
I don't want just anything, Marty.
She's got
I
crow's
want
feet.
shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, what's Bosco got to say for himself?
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah.
Like I said before, it's the longest freaking ending to a game ever, isn't it?
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these 2 would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's just
Maybe that was a second ending
Cluck
to
you
it.
sideways, Bosco.
And the rat gets arrested rather than shot.
Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny.
Alright, let's talk to that one then.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen?
We're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this rather nasty
Not in
situation.
handcuffs.
Fortunately,
They got
it
arrested.
didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences,
Right, Scott.
too.
Yeah, well, something like that.
How you doing?
Amazing.
Cheers, Chewie.
Yeah. Let's go get a cold one.
Friend
On me.
Gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting in your
Oh god, I
cell,
just got knocked.
you could teach
I
your
just
famous
got knocked
manners
off.
to
What are you
your
up to today,
friends,
Scott?
too.
Oh god, I got launched so far. I got launched so far.
certainly hope so,
No,
pal.
no. Oh, I almost died. I almost died. Oh, I almost died. I have down to no shield.
I'm still not sure what the hell's left to do on this. Speak to that.
Hey, Olivia.
Marty,
I just wanted
Nice
to thank
ass.
you
for what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
I didn't even think of that.
He needs someone to clean his
Of course
office.
you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
What is this? I'm just supposed to be tying up loose
If
ends
there's
with characters.
anything at all.
Thank you, Martin.
So that I
There's no
don't
need for that.
lose sleep at night, wondering what happened to all these characters after the game's ended. Is that what this is all about? Because I still can't change location, can I? Anything else I can click on in here? Not too bad. I still don't get what I'm supposed to do at the end of it. You gotta trigger the ending in the game, surely. Like you change location or something. Somebody I've not spoken to. There must be something.
Thank you.
We thank you, Natasha. You saved our lives.
But it was also me who endangered you in the first place, right?
Well, I won't argue about that.
Oh, right. So keep talking to Natasha. Let's check,
Wanna
see what it
talk
says on
to her
that.
in private, boss?
No thanks, Marty.
Guessing you've played this before. I've seen it being played.
Thank you.
We thank you, Natasha.
No,
You
that's it.
saved our
Thank you.
lives.
But
Same,
it was also me who endangered you in the
same
first
conversation.
place, right?
Well, I won't.
How the hell do I hook up with her? Get some help off these. He just wants me out of there, doesn't he?
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
No, sir. Never, sir.
Then get the fuck out of here.
Oh, now it just did something. No, it didn't. I thought it'd give me a clue, but it didn't.
See you at the PD?
At the PD, man.
So let me go to the PD then. Anything else I've not clicked on?
Is this a mansion or a grand palace?
Or a small city.
Well, if it comes to hide and seek, old Westler will have an advantage.
A serious advantage.
Yeah. You never find him, he's dead. Oh, there's these I've not spoken to.
What about him? How the hell did he wind up here?
I don't know, but it's suspicious.
You think someone hired him?
Could be. You. What are you doing here?
I was just driving around. You know.
Trying to feed your grandpa? So? Was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was hard not to.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
You and your promises.
Some people still take them seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
I think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Hey, stop it right there. I don't want to know who you think.
Oh, are you afraid your reaction would
You
give
have another
you
guess,
away?
Miss Grace?
You
Good
wish,
luck.
pal.
Maybe one day you'll get your own statue at the Pete.
Not what?
Done that.
Yeah.
I have clicked on that before, I just must have missed him somehow. What else can I click on here?
Maybe.
Not while blood.
Oh, yeah, that's. Maybe.
Not while blood.
Maybe one day.
Keep clicking that by accident. I don't know like there's anything else here.
So here they are,
Oh, there
ladies
we go.
and gentlemen. The Chicken Police in the flesh.
Damn it, Tim. Drop it and cluck
Unlucky.
off.
Oh, no, boys. This time,
Clap in by
you
me.
deserve it.
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Ooh, attention Chicken Police. Say cheese.
He's always got to get that big gun in there, hasn't he? Never even used it. There we go. We change to my new scene that I created, just so the credits can be shown. But guess what? It didn't work. Hey, the credits are supposed to be shown on the screen there. Thanks, guys. Glad that's done with, to be honest with you. Good game, but I've been itching to get onto Resident Evil 4. I think I have to just leave it, so we might as well just go. I can leave it on this screen. At the top of the screen there, where the skydiving video normally is supposed to be showing this scene. It's not showing up.
This is so funny. You can kill me, honey.
Let's have a quick look. Have a little quick look. So where is that game scene? It should be up here somewhere. Strange. There's always something goes wrong, isn't there? Thanks, Miss Chris. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for your help with the game as well. You got some good little clues and ideas there. Put me back on track a couple of times. Ah, there's the video frame for it. So where is the... Oh, there it is. It should be switched on. Didn't switch on for some reason. There you go, it's working now. Just thought whenever I complete a game, I know it's not that often, but rather than me just sitting on the thing you see, the game scene with the credits rolling, you just go back to full screen and have the credits at the top. Just didn't quite work properly, did it? Yeah, have a good rest of your day, Miss Chris. It's a rest of your day, it's early for you, isn't it? You've got loads of time left in your day. Oh, fucking hell. Here he is again.
Fucking mouth!
Shall we? How you doing, Wolf? Sorry, mate, didn't play that for some reason. What's because it's new scene?
Yeah, let's go get a cold one on me. Push me out, tear me down. There's no way you can see the ground. Come real close and see the frown.
How's it going, Wolf? I think it's because this is a new scene that I've created. I think.
But yes.
I need to look at some of the triggers. Yeah, the Will Smith show. I'll give it a go in a minute. Yeah. What are you up to today, Wolf? Hope your weekend's going well. I've just finished Chicken Police, so I'll be starting Resident Evil 4 on Monday. Chilling like a villain. You're going to be playing some more Sniper Elite?
Natasha.
Oh, hang on.
You
show
were
the rest of the game. There's after credits.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A
Does he get
knight in
laid?
shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
Cock and the pussy.
And how did that work out for you?
She
That's
fell
Chicken
in
Police
love with
2,
a
isn't it? The
good
Chicken
guy.
Police 2, the cock and the
I
pussy.
didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now, somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Go on. Smoke it. You'd keep the matches. Might need them for something else. Might want to light the stove. I bet the alternate endings they get together. Oh, it's a giant cock, innit? Big cock. Right, yeah, so I will be playing Resident Evil 4 on Monday. Let's do my usual ending. Stick around, everybody, please. And we'll find something to raid.
Thank you to all subscription gifters. Char_Chan1.
Who have we got?
Thank you to all bits donators. Shoes Life.
Oh, tell you what.
Thank you to
Vixie
all
Baby
chatters.
raided me last Saturday. Got to return the favour.
Timilia.
She's a fantastic streamer. You'll have a right laugh with her. Please stick around, guys.
Soul Straw.
She's good people. v.i.p.mark.
Kyle Orko.
Rod Johnson. I raided him last week, didn't I?
O_Isaboy_O. Miss Screes 1987.
Yeah, see you later, guys. Oh. Like I said, stick around for the raid, please.
Shoes
Let's help Vixie out. She only got 3. Vixie's moved into a...
I'm at a 87.
Yeah, we'll do Leisure Suit Larry next week if everything's alright. But Vixie's recently moved, so she's on a completely new setup. She used to stream like Monday to Friday, but she only seems to be doing Saturdays at the minute. Whether that's just because she's
Scott
busy
Oakland.
or she's got to get used to this new setups, I don't know. But we can
CR4 Fallen.
jump in there, show some support, make her feel welcome.
WUF_1979. Today's top bits donator. Shoes Life.
Cheers for the bits, mate. It's double X, isn't
Today's
it, Vixie?
top subscription gifter. Char_Chan1.
Cheers for that sub, Char-chan.
Today's most valuable viewer. Miss Screes 1987.
You win!
Miss Chris, thank you very much. Congratulations on being most valuable viewer. And thank you. Right, guys, let's hit this raid. I'm back on Monday at 2 PM UK time.
Raid initiated.
So let's raid Vixie Baby. Like I said, she's good people. Let's show her some support. If you can't stick around, like I always say, just leave a lurk if you could, please. Because I'd appreciate that. I'm sure she definitely would. And I appreciate you all just being here. So thanks, guys. And next Saturday we should be back with some more Leisure Suit Larry with Andrea, with Necromandria. So stick around for the raid, and I'll see you on Monday, and also again next Saturday as well. Later, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.